Hi Inés, I'm really so happy to be with you here and to talk with you. So how do you feel?
I'm so happy to be here with you. I mean, like, for me, it's the biggest pleasure to being interviewed by you, because for me it's kind of amazing that I'm a Spanish. I'm like an outsider. It's my first year here, and the fact that you wanted to interview me is like I feel like if I was Madonna.
I discovered you through social media.
Yeah.
I loved your content, and it was really, as I told you, it was really joyful, and that's why you're here with me today. And I wanted to know you a little more, and maybe to introduce you to the French audience.
One of my biggest objectives is like I want to be like more international. That's why I'm always interviewing artists like from all over the world, and that's why I'm here at Hellfest. In my case, I don't want to be just in Spain and only in the Spanish festivals, because in Spain it's like a niche. Rock and metal is a niche, so I have like these kind of aspirations, like that being bigger and bigger. So that's why for me it's such a pleasure to be here. So
We are here at Hellfest. So which band did you manage to see at Hellfest?
Okay, I really loved today. Lorna Shore was unbelievable because it was my first time doing crowd surfing, and with this like falling down all the time. And Lorna Shore was amazing. Even though that for me deathcore is not one of my favorite genres, or like the type of music, for example, of Electric Callboy. This is the type of music that I prefer. The funny ones, the party ones.
Yes.
But for me, Lorna Shore was amazing. We have just seen Motionless in White, also another amazing band. Electric Callboy was also amazing. My biggest discovery from Hellfest would be The Who. I want to be like surprised by things, so for me the biggest surprise was The Who, and also Lorna Shore, because deathcore is not one thing that I like really much, but I don't know, he is amazing. He has a voice that is like, oh my God, what's going on? Yeah, I'm so excited to see Linkin Park, because it's I saw them just one song. It's curious, but I saw them playing at League of Legends. I had the amazing pleasure to saw Chester when he was alive. So everything started like one of my biggest passions has always been the music, and I wanted like to be part of the music somehow, but I'm not a musician. My career and what I studied was marketing, and I love social media. I thought that maybe it's a good idea to mix my skills, what I studied about, that is marketing, social media, and my passion, that is music, give something to the people. I started with like writing for newspapers, magazines. I started doing that, but I didn't like that. For me, it was like I don't like writing. I prefer like all the video and entertaining people. And also I started with the interviews. My first interview was Maneskin. Was a big interview. It was Maneskin, and after that was Youngblood, that I love him, and I had really good and Kiss. Like it was a little moment with them, but it was funny because I just wanted like to make them say hi to the Spanish audience, because I only had like 3 minutes with them. So when you have not too much time, you just can say, can you please say hi? And they saw me, and Gene Simmons took me and turned me around like dancing. It was so funny. And after that, I had the pleasure to interview Gene Simmons individually. Also a funny interview too. I want to always be creative, and I don't want to do the same thing that the most of the people do. I want to have like my own essence.
Yeah.
So I always wanted like to do games or do funny stuff, because I think that social media is for entertain people and being funny. So if I ask, for example, an artist the question number 37 of the day, like, how was your album and how is the creative process behind this album, is for me, this question for me is kind of boring. I know that sometimes you have to ask it, because it's part of the promotion. In my case, it's like I want to skip these questions and I want to focus on the funny part.
If you had to pick one band that shaped your music taste,
the band of my life, I will say that it has always been Guns N' Roses, but now I'm a little pissed with them. Because in Barcelona they didn't want any type of media in the concert, even not photographers, not people who write for magazines, not even content creators, it was like, man, please, you were my favorites. You were my favorites, and you're make me paying your ticket. When I was like younger, I saw him like he was the most handsome man I have ever seen in my life. Also, for me, an important band that is kind of funny, but when I was a teenager, I loved Tokyo Hotel so much. But they changed the music style. They are more into kind of techno, but a weird techno, yeah. It's not something that you can say that it was like very pleasant, but for example, Gene Simmons was trying to make like jokes, like asking me, this my merchandising is older than you, a lot of older than you. Like, how old are you? And how is your mom's name? My mom's name. And I say, my mom's name is Irene. Oh, I know. I remember her. Say hi. And I was like, what? Okay. Jokes from the 80s was kind of shocking, but it's like, okay, it's Gene Simmons. It's part of his character. Also, funny things. For example, funny interviews that I remember, or funny artists that I think that they are the best. I can do whatever I want with them. I mean, in terms of social media. For example, with Electric Callboy like 2 years ago. So it was kind of a game that I was like laughing all the time, because it seems like they are like my friends from a long period of time. And it's like, no, you lose, you have to put the wig, and the other with the wig like that. Like, okay, this is unbelievable. Also, the last week I had like with Steve Aoki, because I think that I want to have like my interviews to have like a step forward. So I'm gonna do it more crazy stuff. So with Steve Aoki, that is famous because he throws cakes to the people. For me, was like maybe it's an epic way to end the interview if you throw me a cake that I bought previously to my face, and the guy, do you want me to cake you? Okay. And the manager, like, touching the cakes. I think this is softer. This is gonna work. And I was, okay, all the people is enjoying the moment.
If you could interview any artist, living or dead, who would it be and why?
I think that it could be really interesting to interview Lemmy from Motorhead. I would love to. It's not possible now. Also Chester, wow, and Axel, because Axel for me is amazing and he's my biggest rock star, and he's alive, so maybe one day, who knows. But he's not really into interviews, so it's a difficult challenge.
Maybe a last word for the French audience?
Okay. Thank you so much for having me today. It's just a pleasure for me, like being from Spain, to be here with you. Rock on. Go on, metalheads. And viva España.
Oh, viva España.
Viva España.